Have you seen my new dress? You know, the black one with a slit up the thigh? It has a low dipped back as well. I can't find it. It was in my room, in a bag hanging up in my wardrobe, so I don't know where it could have got to.
You mean the one you got the other day when we went shopping and it was like half price?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I took it.
Huh? What do you mean you took it?
Exactly what I said. I took the dress for myself.
Why?
Well, because I wanted it.
You knew that I bought that dress for tonight. I told you how this was a really important night for me. I've got a date with the man who I've been crushing on for the longest time. I wanted to look as good as I possibly could, which is why I bought the dress. This could literally be the man who I marry, and I want to make a good impression on him. You literally have no idea how much I actually like this man. You need to give me back my dress right now. I mean, why did you even take it? You're not going anywhere to wear it. You didn't even ask me if you could borrow it either.
You knew that I liked that dress, but you acted incredibly selfishly and took it for yourself.
What?
Yeah. When we were shopping, I saw the dress and I thought that it looked nice. But then you went and bought it, and it was the last one in my size. Not to mention that the store lady said that they weren't getting any more of that particular dress back in, so I couldn't go back to buy it. Also, I would never be caught dead wearing the same thing as you. So I couldn't very well order myself the dress offline knowing you had it too. So I decided I was going to take it because you took it from me first, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't wearing the same thing as you.
You never liked that dress. When you saw it, you said it looked cheap and tacky, and you swore you would never wear something with so little class. Apparently, your style is jean, short shorts, and a bra, given what you bought that day. You only want the dress now because I liked it and bought it for myself. It's so typical of you. You always get jealous over whatever I have, and you take it for yourself. But I'm not going to let you walk all over me this time. You need to give it back now.
I'm not giving it back. You stole it from me first. I was only saying that it was a horrible dress so that you didn't buy it for yourself. I was going to go back for it later. So, if anything, you're the selfish one. You should have known I actually wanted the dress.
I'm not arguing with you anymore about this, Debbie. I only have a couple of hours to get ready for my date. So either you can bring me the dress in the next 5 seconds, or I'm coming into your room and grabbing it myself.
Well, you can have it anyway. I tried it on and it just didn't look right. I tried modifying it, but nothing made it fit properly. So there might be a few tears in it. Oh, and I think I might have gotten some pink nail varnish on it when I painted my nails. Oops.
Are you kidding me? You've ruined my dress? How could you do that to me? It cost me a lot of money. That's it. I'm coming to get my dress to see exactly what you've done. And I'm telling Mom.
Whatever. As if Mom is going to be bothered. You know that I'm the favorite. She doesn't care what I do. I'm really not going to be in any trouble at all.
Nuh-uh. You've gone too far this time. She'll definitely have something to say this time.
Yeah, okay. You keep thinking that.
Phoebe, how dare you steal your sister's things? I did not raise you to be like that.
What? Mom, I didn't steal anything. Debbie was the one who took my dress. The one I bought the other week, you know? I showed it to you. She went into my room and took it, and now it's totally ruined. She's ripped it and spilt nail varnish on it, and there's no way I can wear it now. Do you realize how important this evening actually is for me?
Hang on, is tonight the night of your date with that man who you've had a crush on for ages?
Yes!
Oh, well, that doesn't mean that you can't share your things though. I'm sure she didn't mean to ruin it. She probably just wanted to try it on to see if it would suit her, so that she could get one if she liked it. I know she wouldn't actually destroy it on purpose. It's just a big accident.
Ugh, you always take her side. It might not matter to you, but I am fed up of Debbie taking what she wants when she wants it. There's no way I can wear this dress now. I'm going to have to wear a different one, which won't make the same impression on him. So from now on, I'm going to get a lock on my door, and if Debbie manages to take anything of mine, I'm just going to go into her room and take it back, regardless of whether she wants me in her room or not.
There's no need to be so dramatic. Look, next time, maybe just ask nicely. Debbie's not unreasonable. Besides, it's been rough for her lately, breaking up with her boyfriend and all, so we need to be a bit more understanding.
Mom, making excuses for her isn't going to help her. Her so-called rough patch is entirely her fault. She cheated on her boyfriend. I'm actually glad he had the sense to leave when he found out. Besides, it doesn't give her the right to take my things simply because she's bored.
Now, you're just being cruel. Things were complicated between her and Jake. So your little sister made a mistake. She's only human. It happens. Just like with your dress. You just need to forgive her and move on. It's the best thing to do.
When she apologizes, then I'll forgive her. Anyway, I need to go now if I'm going to make it to the dinner on time. Especially considering I've got to sort out a whole new outfit. I'll be back later.
So I take it your dinner went well the other week?
Huh? Oh, yeah, it went amazingly. We really hit it off. I've been seeing him pretty much every day for the last 2 weeks. We can't get enough of each other.
Uh-huh, sure. I'm also guessing this new boy toy of yours bought you a new car? Yeah?
What on earth are you on about?
Well, I just noticed that you seem to have a new car. And it's an incredibly fancy and expensive one at that. There's no way you could have afforded to buy that yourself. So I'm guessing your boyfriend got it for you? I have to admit, that's pretty smart. To get some rich guy to buy you what you want. Shame I didn't think of it first.
Oh, you mean the Aston Martin in the garage?
Yeah, obviously. There aren't any other fancy cars around, are there?
It's not mine.
I'm not stupid. I know it's yours. There's no way mom or dad could afford something like that. And the only thing that's changed recently is you've started dating that guy. I mean, looking at you, he must be pretty desperate. You're not the prettiest girl around, so if he's bribing you to be with him with a car like that, imagine what he'd buy for me to be his girlfriend.
He's not bribing me to be with him. And he's not desperate at all. He's incredibly handsome, in fact. And the car isn't mine.
You're a rubbish liar. Anyway, I'm going to take it out for a while. I'm only telling you this because you'll just get mom to yell at me if I don't ask your permission to borrow your things.
Debbie, first of all, you're not insured to drive that car, so you can't take it anywhere. Secondly, it's not even my car, so there's no way that I'm letting you drive it even an inch off of the drive.
I know you're just trying to lie to me so that I don't borrow the car, but it's not going to work.
I swear, Debbie, if you touch that car, you'll regret it. You could get into a lot of trouble. I mean it. It's not mine, so you can't just take it.
Yeah, whatever. I don't believe you. So stop with the pathetic excuses, okay? Anyway, I'm going to go and have a fun drive. See ya.
Debbie, where are you? I told you not to take that car anywhere. I can't believe you came into my room and stole the keys for it. Answer me, Debbie.
Ugh, what do you want?
You better not be texting and driving. Do you know how dangerous that is?
Geez, fine. I'll pull over. Happy? Now, what do you want?
Bring that car back right now.
Why? Worried that everyone will think I look way cooler in it than you do? It's too late for that.
I told you that it's not my car. It's my boyfriend's.
Nice try, but I don't believe you.
Debbie, I'm not joking. That is a very expensive car that you're driving around in, and it's not even mine. For all intents and purposes, you've stolen that car, and the owner of it, my boyfriend, would have every right to call the police for theft or something like that.
Phoebe, you're rubbish at lying. I know you're just trying to get your car back simply because you don't want me driving around in it. Well, that's not going to happen. You can go and tell mom if you want, but there's nothing she can do but yell at me when I get home. For now, though, I'm going to enjoy my time, driving around in a beautiful looking car and turning as many heads as I can. I've already been approached by at least 5 guys wanting to talk to me about the car and giving me their phone numbers. I'm not going to give that up just because you want to be selfish and not share.
Okay, fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Warn me about what?
No. You didn't want to know when I tried to tell you, so I'm not going to bother now. Have fun driving around looking cool, whilst you can.
You're just trying to scare me. Well, it's not going to work.
Uh-huh, sure.
Whatever, now leave me alone. I'm driving, don't you know? Oh, and I might have scratched the car a little bit, but you don't mind, right? It's not like you can't afford to get it repainted or whatever.
Uh-huh, of course. You have fun. Don't worry about damaging the car or anything. I'm sure everything will work out just fine.
If you think being calm and uncaring is going to get me to bring the car back, you're wrong, you know?
Oh, I know. You won't bring the car back. But it won't be my problem for very much longer.
Huh?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough.
Phoebe! Why didn't you tell me who owned this car? Do you know how much trouble I'm in? This is all your fault.
Oh, hi, Debbie. If you remember correctly, I did tell you that my boyfriend owned the car, not me.
But you didn't tell me that your boyfriend, Max Wright, is the CEO of one of the most successful cooking industries in the world. How do you even know him? How did you meet?
Well, I worked as a waitress at that new, really fancy restaurant that just opened up in town.
Yeah?
Turns out, Max is the owner of it. He was there opening night, being the chef and trying to make sure that things went smoothly. Well, there was a bit of a hiccup at one point. Some dishes got mixed up, and one of the chefs had to go to the hospital because he cut his hand really badly. I told Max, who was stressing, that I was good at cooking. I mean, I've been to culinary school, and this job was just a way to try and break into the industry at a high level. So he asked me to jump in and help out the other chefs. I guess I really impressed him because at the end of the night, he came up to me and we started talking. And, well, the rest is history. Anyway, he asked me to look after the car because it was a birthday gift for his younger brother, who's turning 21 next week.
You could have told me all of this before I took it out. Now I'm in a huge amount of trouble.
I tried, but you just said that I was lying just so that I didn't have to share my car with you.
What? But he's suing me for stealing his car. He's even threatened to get the police involved because I banged it up a bit.
Well, that's your fault.
I thought the car was yours. I was trying to teach you a lesson.
By purposefully wrecking the car that you thought was mine? How selfish and petty can you get?
Look, you're going to have to talk to Max and just explain the whole situation to him, okay? I can't afford to pay what he wants, so just tell him that you said that I could drive it. That way, it'll be your fault and I won't have to be taken to court.
LOL, that's not happening. How do you think he found out about you driving it to begin with?
You mean you told him?
Yep. I knew that you'd probably damage the car just to be spiteful to me, so I told Max all about what was happening. Thankfully, he told me that he understood and that it wasn't my fault. He also said that he knows your true character now, so he can avoid any tricks you might try to pull in the future. He also told me that he'd sort the car situation out and not to worry about it. Now I know what he had in mind, and I have to say, it's quite nice to see you finally facing the consequences of your actions for a change.
I can't believe you would purposefully throw me under the bus like this. You are such a horrible sister. You're the one who should be going to court, not me.
Why? I haven't done anything.
Yes, you have. I should be the one with a handsome and rich boyfriend who buys me whatever I want. Instead, you somehow managed to trick one into being with you. You think you're so much better than me? Well, you're not.
Debbie, I've never thought that I'm better than you. I've just gone about my life and found my own happiness my way. You've not worked hard for anything in your life. Instead, you just blame everyone else for all of your problems. Well, this time, there's no one else to blame but yourself. And you're going to have to face the consequences of your actions whether you like it or not. Maybe next time, you'll actually listen to me when I try to tell you not to take something that doesn't belong to you.
Please, Phoebe, just take the fall for this for me.
No, Debbie, it's time you actually acted like an adult instead of a spoiled child.
Ugh, I hate you.
In the end, Max took Debbie to court over the theft and damage of his car. Debbie tried to blame everyone but herself for what had happened, but the judge simply ignored her. He ordered her to pay Max a substantial amount of money in reparations for all of the damages that she had caused to the vehicle. To do this, Debbie had to get a job at a local supermarket, which she wasn't a big fan of, but with no other way to pay Max the money, she had to stick it out. Meanwhile, mine and Max's relationship really took off. We became really close and even moved in together. We're going away this weekend and I really think he might pop the question. I can't wait. At the end of all of this though, I just hope that Debbie has learned her lesson on asking to borrow people's things and accepting that when someone says no, it means no. Boundaries are important to have and important for people to respect. And as long as Debbie doesn't do that, she'll constantly find herself in trouble. Regardless of if it's stealing a car or hurting someone's feelings, boundaries are there for a reason, and hopefully she knows this now.
Hey, Billy, can I ask you something? I've just noticed something strange, and I thought you could clear something up for me.
Well, you did just ask me a question, LOL. But yeah, sure, what's up?
I was just wondering why my stuff is in your bedroom.
Huh? What do you mean? I haven't got anything of yours.
Yeah, you have. You've got a few of my clothes, like the skirt with the flowers on it, and I saw some of my shoes in your room as well. My black boots? Why have you taken them? It's not like they'd fit you. You're way too fat for the skirt, and your feet are too big for the shoes. You're just going to stretch them out. Are you seriously that jealous of me that you're trying to steal my things?
Okay, first of all, I haven't taken anything. You must have left a couple of things here last time you came over to visit, and my mom probably thought that they were mine, so she put them in my room. Secondly, what do you mean I'm too fat to fit in them? Where on earth has that come from?
Oh, as if your mom would mix our clothes up. She knows what kind of style I wear, and it's nowhere near the tragic clothes that you like. Besides, like I said, you're way too fat to fit into my stuff. I'm like a size 2, and you're a size 6 to 8. I swear, if you've tried putting any of my clothes on and stretched them, I'm going to be so angry. That's like my favorite skirt, so if it doesn't fit me anymore, then I'm seriously going to be angry. You'll have to pay me back for it. And let me tell you, it wasn't cheap.
I haven't worn anything of yours. And just because I'm not a size 0 doesn't mean I'm fat. Anyway, why would I want to wear your clothes? I can afford my own clothes, thanks, and they're more my style, you know? Not just strings of fabric that hardly cover anything.
Whatever. Maybe that's why you haven't actually found a boyfriend yet. You do know that men like women who don't act like complete nuns, don't you?
Doesn't mean that you have to show off everything. That just makes you look easy.
Well, Mike likes how I dress.
Yeah, well, his taste could use a bit of refinement.
Are you saying that I'm not classy enough for my boyfriend?
Well, if the shoe fits.
Whatever. But I better not find anything of mine in your room again. Or else.
Or else what? You seriously can't be getting so worked up over an accident.
You say it's an accident, but I know that it's not really an accident. You want to be like me, and I can't really blame you. I am amazing, but you're going to have to deal with not being me and not stealing my stuff. Got it?
Why on earth would I want to be like you? Just because my mom married your dad doesn't mean that I lose all sense of myself. I'm quite happy as I am, thanks.
No, you're jealous of me.
Jealous of you?
Yeah, because my dad married your mom, and she loves him and me more than you. You hate the fact that I'm now the daughter who your mother loves the most.
Whoa. Hold up a second. I know that my mom loves you, and I'm happy that you two get along so well. And I'm happy that she found someone who she wants to be with, even if you are suddenly being quite a horrible person.
Oh, please, don't play stupid. You're jealous that I took your mom from you, so you're trying to get back at me for that.
Okay, you've officially gone insane, Florence. I know that my mom loves me, and that while she might have started a new life with your dad, and that includes you, I'm still very important to her.
Blah, blah, blah. We'll see about that.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Just that, if I were you, I wouldn't get too comfortable staying in the family for much longer.
What? You're seriously not making any sense right now. I have no clue what you're on about.
I'm on about the fact that I'm going to make sure that you get kicked out of the family.
But why? Why would you do that to me?
Well, now that I'm here, there's really only room for one daughter in this family. I'd really rather not have to try and compete with you for your mom's and my dad's attention. So I'm just going to make it so that I don't have to.
And how are you going to do that then?
Well, it's easy, really. I'll just make it impossible for them to deny me. I always get what I want, Billy. And what I want is you gone from my life. Besides, I'm not willing to share any money from wills and stuff. I want to have all of that so I can have a nice and comfy life. I can't do that if you're trying to hone in on everything as well.
Wow. Okay. Well, let me stop you right there. My mom would never do something like that. She loves me, and so I don't think that she would choose a practical stranger over her own daughter.
Well, we'll just see about that. I mean, I'm sure she'll be willing to be persuaded if I told her that I could make my dad leave her at the drop of a hat if I wanted to, and if she doesn't do what I say. My opinion is very important to my dad, and he wants to make sure that I'm happy with anyone who he decides to be with.
You would seriously do that? You would seriously ruin my mom and your dad's relationship just because you didn't get your own way?
Yep, I really would do that.
That is so pathetic. I mean, what kind of horrible person would do something like that?
I'm the horrible one? I don't think so. You're the one who tried to steal my things. Who knows what else you might try to steal if I don't get rid of you.
Florence, I haven't tried to steal anything. You seriously need to get your head checked because there's only so many ways that I can say this.
I don't need to do anything. I don't believe you, and that's final. You're probably just trying to lie to me or something so that you can get me to put my guard down. Well, it's not going to work.
Oh my god. Do you even hear yourself? Look, for the last time, I haven't stolen anything from you. I don't think that you've stolen my mom from me, so I'm not jealous. So you need to stop acting so crazy and just back off. Got it?
We'll just see who actually needs to back off in the end. Don't you worry about that. Hey Billy, have you heard the news? Actually, I know you haven't because I asked to be the one to tell you it. It's so great though. Just wait until you hear it.
Okay, Florence, I'll bite. What's so great?
You're being kicked out of the house!
What?
Yeah, how incredible is that?
It's not incredible at all, and you know that. Why am I being kicked out?
Well, after our conversation the other day, I really thought you knew that it was going to happen.
I thought you were bluffing.
As if I'd bluff about that. Anyway, I went and spoke to your mom and told her all about how you stole my things. And we both agreed that there was no way that we were comfortable living with a thief in the house. So, we want you out by the end of tomorrow.
You're kidding me, right? This is all some horrible joke that's gone too far?
Nope, I'm 100% serious. Because you've proven yourself to be a horrible thief who will take whatever she wants with no regards to anyone else or their feelings. And I might have blackmailed her with the whole breaking her and my dad up thing. So, yeah. I also might have said that because you are in your 20s now, you should be living on your own anyway and being independent. They totally agreed with me.
You are seriously unbelievable. You're actually going to throw me out of the house simply because you think I stole some stupid clothes?
Of course not. I couldn't care less about the clothes. They were just a convenient excuse to get rid of you once and for all.
I can't believe you right now. You are seriously one messed up girl.
Say whatever you want. The end result is the same. You're gone and I've won.
You know what? Fine. I'll happily move out of this house, but you might not like the end result when I do.
Ugh, seriously? You're trying to threaten me now? It's kind of sad.
I don't care what you think. You're definitely in for a rude awakening.
Whatever. Just hurry up and leave already. I will feel much better when a thief is no longer living with me.
I'm not a thief. You're just a crazy, selfish person who doesn't care about anyone but herself.
I'm the selfish one? What about you?
I'm not the one kicking my stepsister out of the house because I'm jealous of her. Do you really think that everything is going to work out for you?
I don't see why it wouldn't. There's literally nothing that you can do to get back at me. Face it, you've lost, so just go away and leave our lives already.
Fine, I'll be gone by the end of tomorrow. Just be prepared to pay the consequences.
Whatever. Your empty threats don't scare me. Face it, our parents are on my side. We can't live alongside a criminal, so you'll need to handle leaving yourself.
Fine, I'm leaving. Take care.
Huh?
I'm doing what you asked, but you'll soon see that things aren't going to work out how you want it to.
Hey, Billy? How are you?
Florence? How do you think I'm doing? I've been kicked out of my home, and I've been forced to crash on my friend's couch whilst I try to find a place of my own. What do you want? Why are you messaging me? Haven't you already tried to ruin my life enough?
Well, you see, hang on. What do you mean, tried to ruin your life? From the sound of it, your life is completely ruined.
Actually, it's not going too bad. After you and Mom kicked me out, I didn't know where to go. I thought for sure that I would end up on the streets or something. I was really worried. Thankfully, my friend Damien offered for me to crash on his sofa for a little bit. And now that I don't have to live in the house with you anymore, I've been able to start actually saving for my own place.
Well, it still sounds horrible. It serves you right for what you did, trying to steal my stuff and all.
Uh-huh. Well, because I don't live at home anymore, I've been able to focus more on work, and I've actually managed to secure myself a promotion and a decent pay rise. As well as that, me and Damien have really been getting to know each other, and we've discovered that we've actually got a lot in common. He's taking me out on our first date tomorrow. So, thanks to you, I've improved in my job, and I've got myself a boyfriend. So, thanks for that.
What? That wasn't supposed to happen. You were supposed to be destitute and begging to come back. You were supposed to be the loser, not actually get your life together and start making something of yourself. That's just not fair. Why do you always have to ruin everything?
I ruined everything? Just because I wasn't willing to go along with your crazy demands? Get a grip, would you? You wanted me out of the house, so I'm out of the house. What I do with my life now is no concern of yours, and you have absolutely no say over what I do now. If you don't like it, then tough. I don't need to try and please such a horrible person.
I'm not the horrible one. You are.
You're clearly too delusional to change your mind, so I'm just going to go.
No, wait. There was a reason why I messaged you.
Oh yeah? What is it? You wanted to try and scare me away from my boyfriend now?
No. Look, even though both me and your mom wanted you out of the house, we kind of forgot that you actually put quite a bit towards the rent and the bills. We need you to keep paying what you did when you lived here. Otherwise, I don't think we can afford to keep the house.
Hang on. You want me to keep paying rent even though you've kicked me out of the house?
Yes.
Why can't your dad help pay for it? He's the one who married my mom, after all.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he's not got a lot of money. He apparently has a little gambling problem, and he spent most of his money playing cards. So he can't afford the rent that you are paying.
And you? Why can't you pay it?
Well, I don't really want to pay that much money. I mean, I have things that I want to get for myself. I can't be paying for boring things such as rent and bills and stuff.
Yeah, well, looks like you're going to have to. I don't live at the house anymore, so I'm not going to pay for a place where I don't live. Especially when I was actually kicked out of the house.
What? Why not?
Seriously? Because you and my mom have been vile to me. I mean, who kicks their own daughter and stepdaughter out of the house? Horrible people, that's who. There's no way that I'm going to help you out anymore. If you can't afford to keep the house, then I guess you'll just have to find somewhere cheaper to live. Besides, I'm helping Damien out with the rent now, and I'm saving up to get a house of my own. So there's no way that I'll be able to pay 2 lots of rent.
But what are me and my parents going to do?
I guess you should have thought about that before kicking me out of the house. Oh well, it's worked out for me, so I honestly don't care anymore.
So you're just going to wash your hands of us? What kind of sister and daughter just abandons her family?
The same one who was kicked out by those people herself, and has only been contacted when they want money from her. I mean, you haven't even offered for me to return home. You just want my money.
Well, we don't want you back in the house. We're happier without you here. We just need your money. So stop being selfish and give us what we need.
Yeah, no. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to just give up all of my hard-earned money to people who clearly don't care about me. You're going to have to figure all of this out for yourself. Good luck keeping the house or whatever. I'm going to go and enjoy my new life and see where it takes me. I just know that I won't be spending it with horrible and selfish people. In fact, I'm pretty sure being kicked out of that house is the best possible thing that could have happened to me. Now that I'm out, I can actually see how toxic and detrimental that house and everyone in it were for me. I am much better off fending for myself than simply appealing you and my mom. I'm not a bank, and I have my own life, and I'm thankful that I can actually start living it properly now. So thanks for making all of this happen. See you, Florence.
Wait, you can't just leave, Billy. You've got to help us. Get back here.
After trying to get me to pay for the house, even after kicking me out of it, I kind of lost contact with my mom and stepsister. After how they treated me, I didn't really want anything to do with them, especially considering that my mom would rather pick a gambling addict over her own daughter. Since then, me and Damien have been living happily together. We managed to save up for our own house and have actually been able to buy a place that both of us simply love. Our relationship is going really well, and I'm so glad that I got to know him when I did, as he has been my rock ever since. As for my mom and Florence, last I heard they had to move out of the house and into a smaller apartment which they could afford, as Florence's father kept gambling all of his money away. I feel a little bad about it, but at the end of the day, it wasn't my responsibility to pay for them, especially after they kicked me out and acted so horrible. Sometimes, you just got to know your worth. Besides, Florence is more than capable of getting a job and helping with the bills. The fact that she hasn't taken those steps just shows that she is as selfish as I told her she was.